Good evening. It's October 31st, 2018, and we are here at the home of the Gorham Rams for tonight's exciting boys soccer Class A regional final between the Rams and your Portland Bulldogs. This is Steve Schwartz along with Luke Hill on camera for WPPS TV3 Sports. We are here for the third time in 3 years. The road to the state final leads through Gorham High School. Gorham has been defeated 2 years in a row by Portland, but they aim to get revenge tonight. And folks, they are 15-0-1 on the year. They are undefeated. They have Andrew Rent, who has over 20 goals. They have a tremendous goalie in Mr. Gray, and they have outscored their opponents 49 goals to just 4. On the other hand, the Portland Bulldogs come in here tonight ranked third in Class A South. They've got 48 goals for, 20 goals against a 10-3-3 record. And they also have a tremendous goalie in Mr. Flynn, who hasn't had a lot of saves this year. And the reason why is because Portland's defense has been lights out this year. Their big scorers are Keto Chaputo and Tila, and it should be a very, very exciting matchup tonight. The winner will go to the state game in Bath. Stay tuned.
And who's ready for the Class A South Regional Championship game? Hello fans, welcome to Gorham High School for tonight's Regional Championship game between our visitors, the third-seeded Portland Bulldogs, taking on your top-seeded Gorham Rams. The winner of tonight's game advances to the Class A State Championship game this Saturday at McMahon Field in Bath at 12:30. And now for the starting lineups, and first our visitors, the Bulldogs from Portland High School. A sophomore, number 2, Max Cheever. A senior, number 4, Tyler LeMay. A senior, number 7, Sam Nuranziza. A junior, number 8, Alex Malonis. A senior, number 9, Keto Chaputo. A senior, number 10, Pedro Fonseca. A sophomore, number 11, Gracian Mukwa. A junior, number 20, Eric Mukwa. A senior, number 22, John Morin. A sophomore, number 24, Anselmo Tella. And in goal for the Bulldogs, a sophomore, number 1, Henry Flynn. The Bulldogs are coached by Rocco Frenzelli. And now your starters for your Gorham Rams. A junior, number 2, Brady King. A junior co-captain, number 3, Andrew Rent. A junior, number 4, Travis Matheson. A junior, number 5, Ryan Farr. A senior, number 7, Kevin Mollison. A junior, number 8, Kyle Hamblin. A senior, number 9, Brendan Waterman. A senior co-captain, number 11, Cooper Lyons. A junior, number 14, Javin Stickney. A sophomore, number 25, Grant Netto. And between the pipes tonight for your Rams, a senior co-captain, number 28, Trevor Gray. The Rams are coached by Tim King, assisted by Brian King and Aaron Willett.
So here we go, folks, as the Class A Regional Championship is underway. Bear with us as we learn the names of these players along with you.
No. That's not what I asked. I said... So a nice defensive move by Pedro Fonseca.
As Ryan Farr rushes down the left side, the throw in now comes from Brady King. And it's going to go the other way, so Pedro will throw. And he looks for Tila on the wing. A nice little triangular passing. Pedro has the ball right now on the right wing. A little fancy footwork, but some great defensive play by Gorham. The ball is in the is stolen by Rent. He leads. Stickney on the left side. Defensive effort by Norenziza.
And the time.
And now here comes a throw by Brady King. He's going to now serve it, or we thought he was, but it was intercepted on the middle.
I'll tell you what the time is.
Coming on down is Alex Malonis.
Something insane.
Fonseca tries to split two defenders, but instead, Cooper Lyons almost comes up with it. Boom. Served into the middle by Max Cheever. Winning that ball is Stickney. Farr puts down Malonis. Gracian Mukwa. Portland now with a threat and a save. First save of the night. Trevor Gray. Ball's on the far side of the field. Served inside. Bicycled twice back and up to midfield. And a nice pass to Fonseca, who tries to one-touch it over to Malonis. Well, that interception avoided an offsides call. And now clearing it to the goalie is Norenziza. So Flynn clears. Kicked right back in, and watch out on the left wing as Stickney is there. Ryan Farr. Dances a little with Max Cheever. And going to get called for an out of bounds there. That's Mark Sawyer, the closest linesman to us. I'm not sure who the other referees are, but we know Mark well from his many exploits, including coaching and all the way from Little League to high school, baseball, softball. Certainly a friend to youth athletics in southern Maine. Mostly for Scarborough. Scarborough was beaten 1-0 by Gorham in a preliminary playoff round. 15-0-1, as we said. A frightful record for the Bulldogs to come in here on Halloween. The ball has spent a great deal of time in the Gorham zone, but their defense, as is Portland's, is very, very strong. Turning it the other way now is Mukwa. He's got Fonseca on the right wing. He's going to try to stop it. And a nice defensive play to kick it out. So Fonseca will tee it up. Try to get the long throw in. Headed twice and out. As Caputo is number 9 with his head on the ball. It's going to be Portland ball heading the other way. The throw will come from, I think, John Moran. difficult to see from the far side of the field here. Nevertheless, we want to thank AD Tim Spear for the accommodations right in the broadcast booth here for the third year in a row. The throw will come from Cheever. Fonseca will take it. That is a heck of a pass and another great defensive play by Gorham. Cleared out by Cooper Lyons. And it will be Portland's throw once again. The serve is in. Yet another great defensive play by Gorham. Inside! Oh, what a great save!
Trevor save.
I wasn't even looking. I was looking down.
That is a major league save by Trevor Gray. It'll be a corner for the Dogs. It'll be taken by Gratian Mukwa. On the ground. Oh my gosh! Kicked out. Another terrific save by Gray. And yet another. Hit the post. Folks, Portland really threatens here, but you can see why the Rams have only had 4 goals scored against them all year. That is a fast player right there, Farr. Great play, and let's see what the call is. It's going to be a goal kick. 4 saves already for Trevor Gray, none for Portland because there have been no shots on goal yet. So Gorham is a sleeping giant here as we're just coming on into the 9th minute of the first half. 31:40 left in the first half. Throw will come close to us from Chiva. Excuse me, it's going to come from Pedro. Well, that's they wanted the call on Eric Mukwa, and that was a late call, but they finally did call it as the contact from behind leads to an indirect kick. And that is a heck of a serve, and it's kicked out by Gratian Mukwa. Served up by Lyons, and coming over to get the ball is Henry Flynn. Flynn doesn't have nearly as many saves as Gray does, but also that is a testament to the defense of the Dogs this year. But here they come now, and Rent's got the ball, and he serves it over to Farr. That's the 1-2 punch right there, Rent and Farr. Farr, I believe, a cousin to Sam Farr, a former star of the Portland Bulldogs who now plays for the University of New England. Set to check in for the Rams is number 10, Colby Christakis. And number 3 for the Dogs is Tan Tiparos. Folks, it's kicked out of there. Oh my goodness. What a great defensive play by Sam Nurunziza as the Rams threatened, and they had an open goal. So the sleeping giant has awoken. Just under a half hour left in the first half. 0-0 is the score. Portland Bulldogs versus the Gorham Rams, their new Ram opponent. This is a rivalry 3 years in a row in the regional championship. Rent. Great natural ability, but great defense by the Bulldogs. And the long clear by Gracian Mukwa, and he finds Fonseca on the right side. Fonseca, that's a great defensive move, but he's tripped, and no call is made. Pedro Fonseca, we'll see him in basketball championships. Great effort by Henry Flynn. Aggressive move as the Gorham player was rushing in. And Flynn will make the long clear, but it'll be kicked by a Gorham player. And here comes John Moran. That'll be Portland ball going the other way. Substitute now is number 25, Christo Vumpa, who is certain to be an all-state kicker for the football team as he leads Class A North in scoring. He is a perfect 37 for 37 in extra points. And he has 1 or 2 field goals to go with it. We call him Money on the football team. He'll be in the regional semifinal game on Friday night, this coming Friday night, which WPPS will bring you. We'll bring you that action along with John Kilbride, Dave Levine on statistics, and of course our own Luke Hill on camera. So it's going to be Gorham ball. You could hear the Portland players feeling otherwise. Number 13 checks in for Gorham, Michael Knight. And we'll see who's going to come out and take a break here. Looks like it'll be number 7, Kevin Mollison. Dangerous spot for that ball to be in, and it's kicked out by Eric Mukwa. Now Portland on the run. But it's really 1-on-5 at that point. Gorham ball on the other side. Try to strap up our binoculars here and see who we got. A volleyball game at this point. Nice defense, but here comes Gorham on the move. Naranziza can't clear. Here comes Flynn out to challenge. Oh my goodness. The field, if you can see the outlines, is decked out in pink tonight. Breast cancer recognition or awareness. Okay, Christakis now, and here we go, folks. Gorham on the move. The great defensive play, which is going to result in a corner kick. The Rams are very, very powerful corner kicks this year, and Brady King is going to take it.
Let's go, BK.
Welcome to the game. Thank you. That's Brown. BK's down there.
It's a high serve. There's a header in there. Oh my goodness. What a great defensive effort. That was all Max Cheever. And here comes Flynn out. And a little contact made in the box. No call is made. Flynn kicks it high and deep. Portland showing a little bit of a different look this year as they've got, oh, what a shot. I think that was going to go wide, but a nice effort nevertheless by Gray. 24 minutes left in the first half. The score is 0-0 here in Gorham. What a move. Still on his feet, still going, but then kicked out finally as Christian Mukwa wanted that all by himself. He serves it in. Boom. And the Gorham fans wanted a call there. I think it was clearly a train wreck as both players collided.
23:30 remaining.
Got that then?
Big save by Gray.
I don't even know how that was done. That cleared out, fell right in his back with no score.
He went right square on
So stupid. Yeah, that's awful.
And he's a little far out to give him credit for a save there, but 23 minutes left here in the first half. Now Gorham threatening on the move. Oop. Okay, nice, a defensive play there by Nurunziza. Now it turns the other way. It's cleared by Mukwa. Number 19 is Gabriel Panzo in the game for the Dogs. Fonseca's out, but set to check back in, as is number 9, Kito Chaputo. Number 1 for Gorham checking in is Andrew Farr, and he's going to throw the ball in now. The prize is to get to Bath. We're not sure who the winner would play, but Lewiston is undefeated. And they were state champions last year as they beat the Bulldogs. Bulldogs beat the Rams to get there. Now that's great defense by number 11, Cooper Lyons. The throw now will come by Portland's number 11, Gratian Mukwa. Well, no, it won't. It'll come from Max Cheever. And it's kicked out. It'll be a throw. Cheever will take it. See if he wants to get it into Chaputo or go deeper. Well, Pedro got a hair on it maybe, but that's about it. Here comes Rent. Watch out. The dangerous player. What a perfect feed, but just missing his player on the inside. And now it's Michael Knight and Alex Malonis on the far side of the field. Pedro Fonseca checks back in, as does Ryan Farr. I didn't know if Pedro had checked out. 20 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first half. The score is 0-0 in a very, very tight game played by both teams. Excellent defense. The offense is entertaining. Sometimes the defense wins championships, so you got to score a goal. Well, no serve there and cleared nicely. Turn and go. Rent on the left side. Another feed. This time, Flynn comes out and covers the ball. You get the impression that Andrew Rent can do what he wants at will with the ball. He has tremendous skills, but he can't get past 3. Oh my gosh! Flynn with a save. Oh, we had an offsides anyway. Folks, Rent is down to the left side of the goal. And with 19:32 left in the first half, we're going to take a break.
Class A South Regional Championship.
So number 3, Andrew Rent, will come off the field. He got up gingerly, he limped, and now he's walking of his own accord, and chances are this will not be the last that we will see of him tonight as he walks off with Tyler Delaney, the athletic trainer. The coaches for Gorham are Tim King, Aaron Willett, and Rocky Myers. The managers are Sarah Walker, Grace Terry, Daniel Bachner, Cam Miles, and Seth Richardson. Portland is coached by Rocco Frinzelli. Joe Giordano's assisting, Matt Bernstein, the trainer for Portland, and here tonight is Ryan Lucas. So, 19:23 left in the first half. And it's going to be Portland's ball as the stoppage was made based on the Gorham injury. I'm just going to put this out there, folks. If you want to be entertained, then you want to see Rent get back in this game, and you certainly don't want to see him hurt. Far now to Cooper Lyons. Hamblin. The feed will come from the right side, headed out by John Moran. And it's going to be a Gorham ball. That was Tyler LeMay on the far side. Number 9 is Brendan Waterman with a long feed, headed out of there by Caputo. Who's now on the right side. That's a big serve inside, but that should be covered and cleared by Flynn. So Henry Flynn now to kick it out. Fonseca on the left wing. Hard to get by Gorham defenders. Rocco Frinzelli is in his 32nd year as the coach of the Bulldogs. There's the shot over everything. Good for 3 points maybe. His record overall is 232, 184, and 50. That all-elusive state championship. As we have covered several state championship games in which the Bulldogs have played, including against Bangor several years ago, Lewiston last year, which was a 1-0 affair after overtime. Well, during overtime, I should say. Cleared inside. Hands on the ball, it'll go the other way. Stickney was the recipient of that, and Cooper Lyons now will tee it up from about the 50. Boom. Headed in, Flynn gets it. 16.5 minutes left in the first half. 0-0 is the score here in this regional championship between your Portland Bulldogs and the Gorham Rams. This is Steve Schwartz, WPPS TV3 Sports. 3-2 check-in for Gorham. Andrew Rent is back, as is number 2, Brady King. And you can hear the crowd, or at least we can hear the crowd, cheering loudly as their far and away star player comes back into the game. He got a little breather. And here he comes. Ooh. Just a little too far ahead, and Flynn bobbles it, but then gets it. as Gorham had a great scoring chance there. 15 and a half minutes left as the clock ticks down in the first half. Here comes Fonseca. He turns and goes. He leaves it. On the right side here, we have a throw-in as Caputo couldn't turn it inside with that great defense by Gorham. Fonseca now with the throw, and he can get it deep enough so that it almost acts as a corner without a bend to it. But it's headed out of there. Caputo now on the right. Oop, he goes out and saves it, keeps it in somehow. Whew, that's a nice pass. Inside blocked. All the way out to the left wing and inside. Headed out once again. Well, for no scores, if you're a soccer fan, you could call this an exciting game because it is. Just under 14 minutes left in the first half. It's been all about the defense here so far. Gorham with a throw to come. The feed comes into the middle. And boom, it's cleared out. Field has changed and it's cleared out now by Gorham. Yeah. Gets it up to Flynn, who's going to just clear it. Nifty move by Caputo on the right side. Whew. Bends it in. Great save by Gray, although we had an offsides call. So that would not have counted in any event. Offsides, Portland.
What do you think, Andrew Fart? Andrew Pace?
What did you say?
What do you think, Andrew Pace?
Andrew Farr is his name.
PK opportunity.
Far to far.
Should I write that down?
I think just leave it.
Coming the other way now is Cheever. We have substitutes first. So number 4 is Tyler LeMay. And he'll come in to give John Moran a rest. And it looks like, not sure who is checked in for Gorham. '24 is Tila. Nope, that goes straight to a Gorham player that clears it out. Again, Portland's defense is just tremendous. They come up pretty far to challenge, knowing that they have a tremendous goalie behind them. Far and away the most minutes this year are by their starter, Henry Flynn. But waiting in the wings is junior Max Brown. Also a baseball player. Brother of Jess Brown, the Gatorade Softball Player of the Year 2 years ago for Portland. Now attending the University of Pennsylvania. Set to check in for the Dogs when he can. It'll be Tan Taparos, number 3. But right now, we're going to have a goal kick by Trevor Gray. Gorham threatens, But great defense by the Dogs. Here we go, folks. Watch out. They had an offsides call. Sometimes it is just so difficult. For years, we would try to figure out if there really was an offsides, but, you know, the linesmen are right there. You can't get there before the ball. 10 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. Nothing, still the score.
No, I thought we couldn't get this one more fat.
Is it coming what?
I thought we couldn't get it.
Shout out to our station manager, Henry Gio, who uploads and edits these games and brings them to you on WPPS TV 3, soon to be TV 1302, as Channel 3 will be found at Channel 1302 on your Spectrum cable dial. Also, these games can be found on YouTube. Go to YouTube and search Portland Public Schools, scroll to Sports, and the games will be there forever. Gorham ball. Goal kick by Trevor Gray, and he just short little pass that gets up to far now, and it's stolen by Mukwa, and that is stolen by Ryan Farr. Turn and go, Rent. A strong player, but a nice sliding interception, if you will. Watch out for Andrew Rent. Again, Portland saves it by centering it. Goodness. Caputo with the ball now on the right side. It's a great send. Just a little bit too far ahead of Tila. Here comes Cheever. In the middle. No, and that's going to be a miscue. That's going to lead to a Gorham possession, but just that quickly, back over to Portland. So everywhere on the field is Anselmo Tila. He's on the right, he's on the left. Seven and a half minutes left in the first half. 0-0 still in this championship game. This is Class A South Regional Soccer Final action. Gorham hosting for the third year in a row. Here we go. It's a send in. It's going to be an offsides. So Sawyer pretty quickly sees Caputo offsides and he calls it. So the offsides calls have ruined a few of the Portland chances here tonight. That's going to go out, and it's going to be Gorham ball. Throw will come in by Brendan Waterman. Pedro Fonseca checks in for the Bulldogs, and Michael Knight for the Gorham Rams. As taking a seat for the Rams will be Javin Stickney, and Keto Caputo will take a break for the Dogs. Here comes Max Cheever. Sophomore defenseman. Fonseca is, well, He was put out of bounds, but Brendan Waterman get credit for a good defensive play. He'll take the throw. And this time, they'll say the contact led to the ball going out. That was a nifty play by Eric Mukwa, but Gorham now comes up with it again. So it's a back and forth kind of a game, folks, and that's the way sometimes soccer is. You know, one chance all of a sudden on a breakaway or something like this. Here comes Fonseca, covered nicely by Trevor Gray, goal kick. Under 5 minutes in the first half. It's a fast-paced game. Christian Mukwa. Here we go, Fonseca. Nice defensive effort. So, here we go, Portland threatens. And Gray comes out, and a nice effort by Gray. Ryan Farr has had a great defensive game here tonight, and he's going to try to come up, but switching directions. Clearing is Nurunziza. Well, no call. I mean, the referees have let this game play on tonight, and it's been a relatively clean game.
Josiah, sophomore or freshman?
Yeah, he's a freshman. I think he's a JV. JV. Yeah. Is he on JV? Sad's brother?
Yeah, I think he is.
I think he's on JV.
Because he's good, yeah.
Ryan Farr tries to clear it up. It's headed out of there by Tyler LeMay. Now Nurunziza with the ball.
Never seen it.
Over to Christian Mukwa. In the middle. So to the left wing. It's going to be a corner kick for the Dogs. It's up. And it punched out of there by Gray. Great effort. Another save for Gray. At least his fifth of the night. Fonseca now with the throw. And again, it goes past the goal. Gray comes out, gets it, it'll be goal kick. 2 minutes left in the first half of this 0-0 game here. And it's going to come the other way now. But again, great defense up the middle by the Bulldogs. They've intercepted that ball most of the night here. Here's a threat. Flynn bobbles again. He's hurt. It looks like he's hurt, folks, as he was hit in the head. And he shakes it off. The clock does not stop. There's 1 minute, 10 seconds left as the clock ticks down here in the first half.
Final minute of play in the first half. Final minute.
Cheever. Pass over to Fonseca. Fonseca's got a, well, he does have a player kind of holding him. That, well, play on. Looked like that was close to being a corner kick, but instead, with 34 seconds left, the Rams will threaten.
Nice, Grant.
21 seconds left. And 8 seconds. So heads up play by Gresham Mukwa, and we're going to go to halftime with the score 0-0. So it's halftime here at a 0-0 regional final game. Folks, there isn't much to talk about except it's been all about the defense tonight. Flynn has about 1 save. Gray has about 5. Portland has probably had a few more chances and a little bit more time in possession in the Gorham zone. That said, you can just tell that the Rams are just aching to break out here. Look for a big second half for both teams, and we'll bring you second half action in a moment. So folks, we're going to get ready here for second half action as the Dogs will possess to start.
Fine, I'll take N-Man for it.
Let's get the first goal, guys.
You mean Gorham?
Ren.
We got a random.
Who is that? Yeah, it's not Ben Dalton being pissed.
It's either Ben Nolan or
Oh yeah. To school? Yeah. You didn't see him?
That was very funny.
So here we go, folks. Nice defensive effort there, but Gorham retains possession. And, well, they're going to call it a goal kick.
Weird flex, but okay.
Weird flex, but okay.
So kicked out of there by Tyler LeMay. And here comes Tila. So we kind of start where we left off. We start where we left off as the ball goes back and forth. Portland now threatening. But you can't thread the needle behind 3 defenders as Gresham Mukwa tried to. Tyler LeMay now will, I guess, concede the ball to Fonseca. And we're joined now by our expert basketball analyst, Frank Myatt.
Good to be back, Steve. Soccer not exactly my forte, but we'll give it a go for the second half.
Well, I think that's terrific as Gorham threatens right now. And a nice challenging move by Flynn, but he's going to get back. Oh, what a great defensive effort.
Looked like Max Sheaver out there, Steve. Covering on rotation for his goalkeeper.
You're a pro. I can't even see him without binoculars. Okay, we'll sign you up.
My challenge accepted, Steve.
Portland once again now threatening Fonseca on the left wing. You said that name a few times on the basketball court.
We've seen plenty of them.
Fonseca's taken down.
And sideline wants a foul. They're not going to get it.
No.
2 physical moves in a row, and the referee says play on twice.
And Coach Frenzilli, Coach Giordano are apoplectic, Steve, to use your word. But Portland will get the throw in from the side.
Well,
Yeah, it's a throw. I thought they were going to call penalty in the box there for a second, but
even some of the Gorham fans are saying they thought that penalty in the box would have been called, but it is what it is. There's the call and the sarcastic clap by the fans and the bench of Portland. As teeing it up will be Tyler LeMay. And let's see, that is going to probably head to a corner kick for the Dogs.
A chance to gain momentum for Coach Frenzilli's team.
As Keto Chaputo is going to take it.
Chaputo, a transfer from Deering. Having a tremendous first year with the Bulldogs.
It's a nice move to get it out of there. Watch Rent go all the way down the right side. And now there'll be a call.
Rent did a great job moving possession down to the Portland High end.
It's not a bounce call, though, so the throw will come from Brady King.
Good chance for Gorham to set up here in the other zone. Portland looking to clear.
It's been a lot of that all night, Frank. A lot of back and forth action, almost like a volleyball game.
Here we go back the other way.
Watch out, folks. Rent getting his foot on the ball, close to the goal. Very scary.
Chaputo looking to clear it out. He goes side to side, though.
Trick or treat. I'm Andrew Rent.
There's Grassi Muko moving the ball. Will stay white ball.
So here comes Fonseca now to throw. Cleared.
Use like all your notes, you just can't, look at the answer.
Whew. That was a heck of a rush by number 14, Javin Stickney.
And we saw Flynn stay at home there, unlike on the previous run.
So there's Rent, settles, turns, and goes. Dribbles up the middle. Flynn comes out, challenges, and gets the ball.
So far, he's 2 for 2. Had a risky move earlier. Since then, he's settled in, really kind of reading the defense here.
Back to Gorham.
Served up to Fonseca.
Here we go. An excellent, excellent defensive effort there by Travis Matheson.
See where the flag points. It'll be a goal kick.
Did you write down big man Travis? Yep.
Well, we know Travis Matheson and his family. His dad, a retired police officer with the South Portland Police. Well, and that should have been a call.
Great fight there.
Nurunziza taken down. Number 4 is Tyler LeMay, and he'll clear it.
We'll see what Portland can set up in their own zone.
Erstwhile veteran sports reporter for the Press Herald, Kevin Thomas, is here tonight covering this game in the booth.
That'll be Portland ball.
These guys regular season, pick it up.
Kevin Thomas, best known for his tremendous work with the Sea Dogs and Red Sox. And showing his prowess at the high school game tonight.
Well, that's an interesting move, but nobody home as Tila was trying to find Fonseca. Portland on the prowl here. Ooh. Both teams very, very tough as their defense continues to shine.
And Mukwa submarines the defender.
Well, that was interesting. I thought that could have gone either way.
Absolutely.
And sometimes when that does happen, you kind of hope that the call is merely a train wreck. Play on.
And that's why you and I aren't holding the flag, Steve.
Well, here we go, folks. Nifty moves by number 20, Eric Mukwa. Good defense by Gorham, Travis Matheson. And now the ball will come in by Pedro Fonseca.
On recording, dude. Not like recording here, but recording straight down there. All right? That's a privilege.
I'd be fine doing it.
All right, we'll stay with the stuff down. Just end man here.
The long throw by Fonseca in the middle. Headed back out of there. This time, it's going to be a corner kick. Max Cheever will come over to take it as number 5, Henry Westfall, checks in for the Dogs as Gresham Mukwa will step out and Andrew Farr, number 1, will check in for the Rams for Brady King. It's a low kick, and it's going to be another kick as that was just kind of chested by Kevin Mollison.
We'll reset, go again.
This time it's high. Now, takes a trip to the left and out of bounds. Alex Malonis got a foot on it there. There's 29 and a half minutes left here. We're just into the first 10 minutes of the second half. The score is 0-0 here in this Class A South regional final between the new rivals, Gorham Rams and Portland Bulldogs, as this is the third year in a row that these teams have played for the right to play in the state championship.
Well, Rams Bulldog sounds good enough for me, Steve. We can go with a rivalry if you'd like.
Earlier this year, Portland beat Deering in their only matchup 2-1.
That was Coach Frenzilli's annual breast cancer game. Coach Frenzilli undefeated since he began the game over a decade ago.
0%. What chance are we?
And we know that at that game, usually one of the honorees is Teresa Myatt.
Absolutely. Along with Portland Assistant Principal Kathleen Marquis Gerard.
Well, two people whom we know and love a great deal. Number 11, Gresham Mukwa will check in for Portland, and number 10, Colby Christakis for the Gorham Rams. Taking a break now for the Dogs will be Henry Westfall. The Dogs have spread out their scoring over the course of the year, led by Keto Chaputo. Tila is second, both with about 10 goals apiece. Straight up the middle. Watch out, folks. Nice effort there by Barrick Bobe.
The Bobe name long associated with Portland High School soccer.
Flynn with a save. Just his second save of the night against about 5 for Gray, but there really haven't been any shots on goal this quarter yet. This half yet, rather. The ball, as in the first half, has spent more time in the Gorham zone.
We have lost the scoreboard.
Portland ball. Fonseca now comes over, heads it to himself. Saves it. Kicked out. Throw comes back again. Once again, well, Fonseca will take the throw.
Fonseca, a very powerful athlete. Figure he can get a lot of spin, a lot of distance on that throw if needed.
Oops.
But apparently not that time.
Right, and you know, there's no foul, just a do-over. It's starting to rain out here. And it's supposed to rain a little bit tonight, quite a bit for the regional semifinal football game on Friday night, 2 nights hence. Oh, what a nice serve. Great defensive effort by Gorham, though, as that bent in right towards the goal. Watch out, Rent about to get a foot on it. Capable of breaking it. Instead, he crosses it.
Behind.
Whew, kicked
Great
out of there by
Nurunziza.
Nurunziza. Portland ball, the throw comes by Gresham Mukwa. Up to number 3, Tan Tiparos in the game for the Dogs now. Number 24, Sebastian Irish in for Gorham. Irish with 2 goals on the year. And the design on that play was good. The execution, not so much. It'll be Portland's ball. Fonseca now will try to throw it in. Into the middle here if he can get some players lined up. As Mukwa rushes in. Gets a head on it. Kicked out of there by Gorham. The shot on goal! What a tremendous save again by Trevor Gray. That man is an all-star, likely an all-state goalie, as Gresham Mukwa had a tremendous shot on goal.
Right.
It'll be a corner kick for Portland.
Gray just able to get a mid on that.
Well, a very exciting Portland team. It'll be a Portland throw. Fonseca will throw it in. A high throw inside. Cheever gets a foot on it. Kicked out again.
Let's go.
Served inside by Caputo. Covered by Gray. Rolled out. Caputo, a little pressure. It's going to be Gorham ball. Number 8 for Gorham, Kyle Hamblin will check in. Hamblin with a couple of goals this year. Gorham has spread it out, but far and away, Rent leads the team, and I dare say probably leads Class A South in goals with over 20. Quite a cheer going on here. It's feels like we're in Wembley.
The home crowd really getting into it.
"23 minutes left here in regulation of this game. And that is cleared. And if 7 had gone down, there would have been a kick. Because he was fallen on by the Gorham player. It's kicked out by Portland. It'll be a throw for Gorham, and it'll be taken by number 1, Andrew Farr.
Andrew Farr, only a freshman. Tremendous speed, holding multiple junior high and youth track and field records.
So I've heard 2 different things, that the Farrs are related to Sam Farr, who played for Portland, and or that they are the grandsons of Ron Farr, a longtime Portland Little League coach of over 50 years. And either way, they're good stock, as they're both great families.
Absolutely.
And since we don't have Susie Colber as our stringer, we have to guess. Brady King now will check in for Andrew Farr.
There'll be no sideline report.
Watch out. Flynn comes up, meets it. A short kick and a miss kick. But it's saved, actually. And now it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be thrown in by Gorham. So that was a miss kick. The ball is wet. The field is wet, probably.
That could change the whole tenor of this game, Steve.
If it does, you have to think the advantage is going to go to Gorham. They play on natural turf all year. The Dogs play on artificial turf most of the time.
Exactly. So many of those games, even now in the playoffs, being moved to artificial turf surfaces. So the amount of rain we've had in the last couple of weeks, you never know how this field's going to hold up.
Tila checks in for Fonseca.
No idea.
Flynn with the goal kick, straight up the middle. Wow. That's a nifty move in the middle by Tila. LeMay up to Taparos on the left side. Kicked out. We will have a throw. And since Fonseca's on the sideline, Tyler LeMay will take it. 20 minutes left. Halfway through the second half. Regulation of this game is 0-0 is the score here on WPPS TV3. Steve Schwartz now along with Frank Myatt. Luke Hill on camera. Bringing you this special edition of Portland High School Boys Soccer.
Number 7, Kevin Mollison, checking back in for Gorham. And he replaced Sebastian Irish.
Okay, I don't either.
I just didn't see that. Yeah, Seb was walking by me, the person right in front of Sam, high five, and Sam had his hand out like this, and then Seb just walked by.
So on the far side, LeMay fights for possession, and now it'll be Caputo. Chiva kicks it inside. There's a bump in the middle, no call. And a nice effort by Trevor Gray to come out and challenge with Tila right in front of him.
Gray committed, beeline to the ball, and it worked out for him.
Both of these goalies have such tremendous instincts. That's been happening all night, too. Well, that is an amazing no call.
Now LeMay gets it right back for the Dogs, though.
So the referees, for the most part, are letting this game play on tonight, and that is consistent with what's been happening all night. The key is clearly the Dogs' defensive strategy. Oh my gosh, it's a long shot, but nice save by Trevor Gray. The strategy is pretty clearly to keep the ball off the foot of Andrew Rent, the junior Midi co-captain.
Well, Steve, like we see so often in basketball, keeping the play away from his side of the defense even. If you can prevent that superstar from touching the ball, he can't burn you.
Oh, they have an offsides call, and that was a good call. And that is at least the third time that a goal-scoring opportunity has been thwarted by an offsides for the Dogs. .17 left in regulation. 0-0 is the score here. The Rams versus the Dogs. This time, onsides, but no call made. It'll be a goal kick. Number 22 for the Dogs is John Moran. He will check in for Sam Nurunziza. Number 5 and 14, Ryan Farr and Javin Stickney will check in for the Rams. Cheever on the right side. Now there's a couple of nifty moves. Almost a shot on goal as Malonis just wanted to get that kick off. Goal kick it is, though. 16 minutes left in regulation. This game has gone really fast, Frank.
Well, Steve, as we saw earlier, scoring opportunities few and far between. Ball staying in the air quite a bit. And not many calls, as you said. Officials really letting the players play here.
If the score ends in a tie, then there'll be, or at regulation, then there'll be a 5-minute overtime period. And if the score should remain tied, there'll be another 5-minute overtime period. And after that, it'll come down to penalty kicks. It won't be the first time that the Dogs have been involved in a PK situation. Somebody will leave here victorious. Play on.
Great work by Caputo to kind of get his foot in there and clear it out. They're going to try to feed him back on the other end.
Just miskicked there. Again, it could be a wet ball by Tila. So it'll be Gorham ball coming the other way. 15 minutes left in regulation. Oop. See, it is very, very slippery out there. Here we go. A good chance for Gorham, but a great defensive effort by number 6, Bobe, and a little bit of extracurricular activity at the end. Had the Gorham fans and bench a little bit upset there.
Consistent with the officiating we've seen so far tonight, though, Steve.
In terms of not calling it.
Absolutely.
Number 9 is Waterman. He will throw it in. Well, this time, Portland's going to get called for that. And Portland is not happy with that call.
And a great scoring chance here for Gorham.
Rent walks slowly. He had one effort before where he was taken down, and now number 2, Brady King, will make the kick. It's up. It's a beauty. And it is a goal for Gorham.
Nice little anguish on that ball. Steve spinning around in front of the goal, and they're able to poke it in.
Well, in a game that has gone on this long with 13:49 left, you have to wonder if the Dogs have it in them. They've had most of the possession tonight, but when it really counted, Gorham scored.
Still plenty of time here on the clock, Steve, for Portland to answer. This is where we start to see exactly what teams are made of. Down a goal, we'll see if they can turn the pressure up on Gorham.
It's a nice centering pass. And a great effort by Gray. I think it's going to be it's going to head the other way, I guess.
Timothy Spear. Tim Spear.
Trying to get official word as to who scored that goal.
No indication yet.
I think it was Ryan Farr who scored that goal.
Discussion is far to far.
Too far. And here comes Gorham again.
That was Rent on the assist.
As Andrew Rent on the assist.
So they're going to say Rent to Farr.
That is the word up here in the press box, Steve. after much investigative reporting.
Gorham goal scored by number 5, Ryan Farr. Assisted by number 3, Andrew Rent. That's Ryan Farr from Andrew Rent for the Rams in the 67th minute.
And there's the official call. It is far from Rent.
Did you get the goal, Bowens?
So the Rams with the lead right now. Once again, it's going to be if the Dogs lose by 1 goal, you know there's going to be a question about whether or not that official's call was a factor.
No doubt about that, Steve.
It's been a very, very loosely called game tonight without many penalties. And as we say many, many times, we're not down on the field watching what the referees are. Portland now. Trying to get the feed up there. Of course, Gorham may play they're playing a playback game right now. They've got one offensive front player and everybody's playing back, which is exactly what you do with a 1-goal lead and 10 and a half minutes left in regulation.
Absolutely, Steve. Preserve the lead.
And nevertheless, Gorham has the ball now and threatens once again. Play on, referee says. Hotly contested game here.
You just watched that clip and he just talked. He's like,
Come on, Dad. Go stick. Here's a push.
There's Triputo up the side.
there we go, shut him down.
Nice move. Past a couple of Gorham players, and it'll be a throw. So Fonseca will come over as number 3, Tan Taparos, will check in for the Dogs. And taking a break will be Tyler LeMay. Fonseca with a deep throw in. Headed, but in the wrong direction. Oh, little handball. Not called.
My guess is I'm not going to work Friday because there's not going to be any games.
Oops. Rent. Oh my gosh, is he such a perfect player though? What a great touch that was.
Bobe winning the race there, beating Stickney to the ball. Still be Gorham possession on the throw. And in absolutely no hurry here as they bleed precious seconds off the clock.
8 minutes, we got this, dude.
Give her a shot. Give her a rip. Okay. Not a rip. Well, that's because
How's everyone on the backfield? Come on.
Alright.
There's another Gorham cross. Tossed out of there by the Portland defender.
Well, there's 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in this game. And you know, that's plenty of time. We have seen 1 goal, 2 goals scored within about 10, maybe 7 seconds. That happened in Marshwood several years ago. However, the way this game is going and with the tremendous talent of the Rams having only allowed 4 goals all year, you have to wonder whether or not this game is in the bag for the Rams.
And stout Gorham defense. We'll see what the Bulldogs can do to work on them.
what a spark plug Keto Caputo is. He's I guess he's a senior forward, so this is his last year.
Caputo having the distinction of being in my homeroom at Deering and my mother's homeroom at Portland off the transfer. Going from Myatt to Myatt.
He's like, yeah, just tell me that.
Well, you know, that would be a great thing for anybody to be able to say that.
He's getting the full family experience in the Portland Public Schools.
Fonseca inside. Oh, and wide left.
And that may be a corner, and it will be off the Gorham defender's head. So key opportunity here for Portland with under 6.5 to play.
That's right, Grayson Mukwa. Here we go, folks. Up and over the goal. Or at least wide left. That will be Portland throw now. As Tantaparos throws. Well, how does that... that has to be a call, and of course it is. But you know, 5 minutes and 45 seconds left, a little early to start with that. Caputo will take the kick here.
Another good opportunity for Portland to draw something up.
I think it's an indirect kick, so he'll try to bend it in, but it's headed out of there instead.
Josh is actually here in the bunny suit. Where? In the sands.
I know Dowdy's here in a Bugs Bunnies like sweatshirt.
No, but like, it's not full, like...
Watch out.
Bobe, nice hustle to get back.
Number 6 was also the number of his brother, Jonathan Bobe. Back in the day.
It's Mike Garris, right? Not the Rats. It is, no, it's the Rats. The Rats?
Yeah.
Four minutes to play here on the Class A South Regional Final.
Ryan Carr and Andrew Carr going in?
You just hop over somebody?
Out to the wing. Caputo very fast, gets a hand on it.
We'll have a wait whistle here.
Yeah, I'm going to stop playing. I'm pointing at the ref because the other ref wasn't paying attention. Yeah, there you go.
So it's okay. So I'm not exactly sure they stopped play.
Well, looks like they're calling out of bounds after the fact. Caputo played on. It'll be Fonseca on the throw.
Out in the ref in the middle wasn't paying attention, so everybody just kept pointing at the ref.
Yo, they're getting pissed at the ref.
So the officials are gonna come over. There's an officials timeout, and they're going to be asking for a to stop the clock.
The clock running down at least 30 seconds on that. Confusion.
We'll take a break here as we try to figure out what's happening. So the officials put 25 seconds more on the clock here. It's 3.5 minutes left. Pulling inside. Another nice defensive effort. Oh my gosh, tremendous hustle by Farr, but kicked in again.
Loose
Challenge. Great
scramble.
defense by Gorham, though.
Tremendous team effort by the Rams. They're able to pack inside, recover with their goalie on the ground to prevent the goal.
That could be a regional championship saver right there. That was tremendous defensive effort by Gorham.
And truly a team effort there, Steve.
Once again proving team over individuals. There's the long throw. The header is up! Oh my goodness. Wide right. On an open goal.
Right idea. The goaltender came up to challenge. Portland able to get ahead on it, but nothing doing.
Folks, there's 2.5 minutes left here in this game. Gorham with you might want to say a healthy 1-0 lead.
It does seem that way, the way their defense is packed in.
Close the door.
I'll try. Do your best. It's available, right? Yeah,
An awful lot of time off the clock during that organizational trying to figure out getting the ball there. 30 seconds went off the clock. 2 minutes left. And you know, if Portland was in the lead, I expect the same type of play. It's legal.
Absolutely. Good coaching by Coach King. Run off as much clock as possible.
Fonseca with the long throw in. Wide right again. 1.5 minutes left. Can they pull a goalie?
Not quite hockey, Steve.
Well, actually, there's going to be a chance here with a corner kick. It goes up and kicked. Oh, well, you know, that was interesting. There's 6 Gorham players. What you wanted to see there was a turn and go into the goal. We're in the last minute of play here, folks.
Portland giving the Rams everything they want. Gorham still packing in. Change of the throw-in. Should be Fonseca again. Off Bobe's foot. Should be in.
37 seconds left. They get a corner. Here we go, folks. Here we go.
Last effort for the Bulldogs.
Headed out of there. 25 seconds left.
Gorham forward swarming to the ball here. We have 10 to play.
Portland will put everything into it here, but Gorham is going to hold on. And Gorham is going to be the Southern Maine Class A Regional Champion. The Gorham players will rush to congratulate their goalie and the number 1 seeded best team in Class A South is the champion, Frank.
And Steve, tremendous run by the Portland Bulldogs here. Big comeback and heading late in the season into the playoffs, and they fall just short to a tremendous Gorham team.
We'll be back to wrap up in a moment. So a tremendous effort tonight by the Portland Bulldogs, and that much better are the Gorham Rams, who go to 16-0-1 and will play in the state championship either against Lewiston or Mount Ararat. Folks, tonight's game was one really of defense until the very end when Farr got that goal off of the foot of Rent, as has happened so many times this year for Gorham, or vice versa, Farr to Rent. So really just a tremendous effort for Gorham this and great tremendous amount of saves by Gray. He had 7. Flynn had about 2 or 3. There weren't as many shots on goal, but when it counted, the Rams scored first and just once, and that's all they needed. The Bulldogs will end the season at 10-4 4-3. They came into this game with an 8-game winning streak. As Frank Myatt told you before, a tremendous run for the Portland Bulldogs. So, from the home of the Gorham Rams, this is Steve Schwartz for Frank Myatt, Luke Hill on camera, for WPPS TV3 Sports, saying so long from the home of the Gorham Rams, where Gorham has defeated the Portland Bulldogs 1-0. They are the Class A South Regional Champions. Good night.